Okay, most of my recordings, my mic was like fucked. So I'm re-recording everything, and I just want to say if you see my outfit change, it's because I'm filming it on a different day because I procrastinate. Hello, hi, and welcome to my YouTube channel where I yap about whatever I want, and that's pretty evident with the fact of what I'm talking about today. Now, most of you probably don't know what this game is because you're a functioning adult. But of course, I do. And today I am going to take a deep dive into it and tell you what I think is really going on in Shovelware Studios' brain game. So, of course, this game was created on November 12th, 2021, created by Shovelware Studios. I'm going to use Shovelware Studios as a broad overall description of all their groups that they have. They have like 3. I'm not sure why. I don't know if other games were under that and then they wanted to separate it. I'm not 100% sure. I couldn't really, because the other groups didn't even have a single game under them, so I'm assuming they're kind of more abandoned or not used currently. Okay, so apparently I lied like straight through my teeth in the fucking video. I said there was no games under the studio, like other groups, but there are. Okay, I'm just gonna read them off. Brick Battle Blast. This one, I kind of feel like I didn't count this one because there's nobody on this game. Shovelware Studios has Shrunken School Obby, which there's like 45 people on it. I mean, and I believe this is where some like other secrets come in, but that's like later on in the video, so whatever. I just wanted to fix that, correct myself. So yeah, so there are like 2 other games, but Shovelware's Brain Game is their most popular one. Shovelware's Brain Game is a trivia game. You're asked trivia questions and you answer them to get points. There are bonus rewards, and if you answer them correctly, you are awarded a prize. Anyone can get these prizes and the bonus awards. It's not just limited to one person. Now, this game has loads of Roblox merch. Now, you might want to just like toss this aside and be like, oh, they just want to get Robux and make money, which yes, I'm sure they do want to do that. I'm not saying that's not what they're doing. Yeah, that is definitely what they're doing. Side tangent, but do you guys hate when like YouTubers are like, I feel so bad about, for example, the LA fires, and so what you can do is you can go buy my merch and I'll donate like 10% to that cause. It's like okay, bro. Pack the merch away, put a GoFundMe, put something that where it goes directly to the people. It's so stupid. This is a cherry necklace, and this cherry necklace isn't too important per se. I just think it's funny that the cherries rest on your chest. I'm not trying to make Roblox freaky or anything. I just think it's funny. I want to go ahead and look at the merch buddies. The orange, the lemon, and the apple. I'm going to be reading off my script, so if you see me like looking down, I want to get it like bar for bar, word for word. So the lemon's description is, it's a lemon who fears he will be squeezed for his juices. Now as a little buddy clinging on your arm for dear life. Which is crazy because in the frame of your fruit, okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to imagine you're a fruit, all right? Lock in. So you're a fruit and you're afraid of being squeezed of all your juices. That's fruit murder, of course. He's paranoid while being on the show. Moving on to the orange, and I know it kind of just seems like I said this and then I didn't really get into it. I do have more points. I just want to just like go over a general overview of the merch, then we'll get more into detail on the characters later on. Now we're on the orange. This orange has a knife. Also, this kind of brings up a question, like, why do they have fruit-sized knives? Like, what are they cooking up? What do you need a knife for? Unless there's like rampant criminal fruits in the world. There are more than just fruits and vegetables. There's the donut, there's chocolate, jelly beans, popcorn. I think like candy corn too. Or no, I think it's just random candy. If you want to check my sources for this, I use a lot of the literal Shovelware Studios wiki. I love people who just create wikis for games. Do you know how useful that is? Like, I'm just looking up like the Roblox solutions and it's like all in the wiki, and I'm like, I love you guys so much. I'm so glad there's plenty of other unemployed people who care about this stuff. All right, there are 3 main characters or characters that you see consistently, basically no matter what. There is an exception with one of them, but I'm gonna get into it. So the first one is the banana, who is the host. And then we have Bordy, the smartboard, who I have beef with and I hate so much. Oh my god, I hate that guy. He's like an egotistical freak. It's always about him. You have to sit through this stupid cutscene and listen to him talk, and his annoying, freaky voice, and he's just like, "Hey guys, how's it going?" And I'm like, oh my god, I'm I'm gonna break your screen. I'm gonna grab a bat and I'm gonna break your screen. You know, I'm sure he'd be happy I'm talking about him, since he's so irrelevant otherwise. Now, there are the side characters who all interrupt the show and have their own types of bits. Some are silly and funny, and others are a little bit more darker. Let's get into a little bit more detail about the announcer. I'm, of course, in a different setting. And if I look like a wreck, it's because I feel like one. Announcer is one who reads off the questions and sometimes cracks jokes every now and then. He's faceless or bodiless or both, assuming he's also a food. But in the wiki, he's a microphone. We don't ever see the microphone. He just has like a little emoji that shows a microphone. We never actually see him. The announcer is asked if he'll ever leave the booth by one of the characters, and he says he can't find the key.
Oh, well, you could see me. If I found the key to unlock this recording booth, I know I dropped it in here somewhere.
He's locked in there. I believe the banana had something to do with this. And it's not just some silly prank. The broccoli interrupts the show and he asks the banana if the allegations about him are true. The banana dodges the question, saying, "Why, yes, I have created plenty of fun and entertaining games for children of all ages," or something along those lines. I was reading off the script and then I kind of went off. But he just dodges the question. Another character is an apple who looks like Peter Griffin. So the Peter Griffin apple, he interrupts and he says, "Do you want to see me do this like front flip off the seat?" And the banana's like, "Yeah, sure. I want to see this front flip." So he does just that. And then he falls face first into the ground. He lies there unmoving. The show ends and he's still lying there. So we can assume he just died and nobody cares. As we know, the orange is wielding a knife, and in his interruption, he asks the banana, "Want to see what I can do with this knife?" The banana agrees, and the orange throws the knife directly at him. Banana says, "Wow, it's impressive how you made it look like you were throwing it directly at me, but in reality, you just barely missed. Any closer and I would have been a banana kebab. So cool." Now, this can mean two things. Either the banana knew he wouldn't die, or he's an idiot. Another cutscene, the orange is asking where the bathroom is. The banana tells him, "Out the hall, around the stairs, take 2 lefts, then a right, up 3 flights, down 4 flights, then take the tram all the way to Studio 2, and it'll be right on your right." The orange just sits back down, which is what I would do, personally, because I'm not about to make that trek. Now tell me why a game show would have a bathroom so far away. Unless they didn't want anyone using the bathroom. The lemon is one of my strongest points. As we know, the lemon is scared of getting juiced. In his cutscene, he runs out of the studio, breaking the wall in the process. What do you notice or not notice? It's a void. Pure white. Why would a game that so easily could put something like a fake room or a PNG even make it pure white? Unless they're trying to tell us something. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I believe the banana is lying to you. We are not in a game show. We are in a false reality. Something he made up. We are stuck playing this game show. He trapped us. Are the audience members even real? Majority of the audience members don't speak. Though the ones who interrupt the show, I think, are trying to tell us something. They broke free from the banana's illusion. I think that's why they're allowed to interrupt the show. Now, there is an interruption with the donut, the cop. He shows us that there's a poster of a wanted criminal. This wanted criminal is the dancing banana. Now, obviously, it looks almost exactly like him, minus the fingers. Now, I know this is like, why would he allow this to happen? Let's say he did create this whole illusion. How could he possibly allow this to happen and let the cop and, you know, all these other people get away with ruining his reality? He's created it, and then suddenly he's just allowing this cop to show us a wanted poster and potentially show us who the true banana is. Banana is losing control. It's evident the banana is losing control by the cutscenes where the channels are changed. He plays it off by saying, "I don't blame you for changing the channel." How would we change the channel if we're in the game show? Am I overanalyzing a game about talking fruits? Maybe. Or maybe I'm the one to uncover the truth. Now, there is an obby. There's an obby with a secret message. This is also created by Shovelware Studios, but there wasn't an obby under their name, under the Brain Game one. So I'm assuming it was under one of the other groups, but I couldn't find any other game titles. but there is a video. Aside from the freaky ambiance, the graffiti says something. It says, it's always him. It's always been him. Every obstacle. In red, it says, everyone must know, pointing to the banana. Shovelware Studios has created a monster, one who's getting away with trapping and practically torturing his fellow fruits. He must be stopped. In my insane ramblings, I just want to give you all a recap because I even though I put this in sections, I kind of feel like it's not. It's kind of a little bit hard to follow because I'm taking you on all these like avenues and absorb all this information. And I know all of you can't be like me, unemployed, and you know, take such a deep dive into this important matter. So let me give you a few points. So first, I believe the banana created a reality that or trapped us in some time loop or alternate reality, or maybe we're in the real world, but we're like stuck in this in like this trap. You guys know the horror manga Umazaki? It's created by Junji Ito. I'm so sorry if I butchered that. But basically, in this town, they're kind of cursed. And the one I want to focus on is the spiral story because, you know, it affects multiple people in the town, and it starts with one little spiral, and then it turns into this whole big thing. But basically, they're in the real world, but they're trapped in their town. Our fruit friends who interrupt the show are trying to break free and tell us to get out, to try and finally break the cycle of the banana. Okay, that's the end of my video. Probably my longest, most researched one so far. I don't know how YouTubers like extend their videos into hours upon hours. Maybe they just pick something that has like way more content than what I pick. And I totally respect that. I just wish I could make longer form videos and not kind of like, should I clickbait you guys and like not cut to the chase so fast? Like should I drag it out even more? Because I felt like I kind of dragged this one out a little bit, but like maybe I should have done it more. Like I wanted to cover something more light and funny since the world's going to hell. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much and have a great day. Bye bye. Like what he is, but let's just Shovelware's brain game. In his interrupting. Now tell me why. I don't know how to speak. Oh shit. I believe the Kriana? Yeah. Okay. Junji Ito. Wow. I butchered that. I'm turning it off.